All right, I really want to be able to show off an exploding purple sun. Oh, this is the big throw, right? This goes 2 spaces. Yes, that's the big throw. Youch. Oh, there it is, the exploding purple sun. On my own, guys. I played into that basically the whole game, didn't I? This spell can turn multiplayer matches on their head. Let's see it in action. Alright, so it looks like he wants to prioritize picking up the aether, which is exactly what I would have done, but rather than trying to fight over it early, I'm going to trade and pick up the Wellspring of Power. We want to play things a little bit slower, be able to bring out our heavy-hitting spell, and get our kind of death ball of units augmented by our beautiful, beautiful wizard. Alright, so advance Freya. And we do want the Castigators up on the high ground. Putting them over here would be interesting. I feel like that's too cut off though, so we will put them right here, looking to take advantage of this position and the enormous range that affords us. Alright, so we're going to slide up here, use the wizard to grab the power, and advance up here. So the power is mostly just going to get turned into aether, meaning it's less effective than picking up that wellspring, but it's what we got. So here we go. Now I find this push actually very interesting. His Castigators with only 2 damage are going to trade extremely poorly against mine set here on the high ground. I'll actually advance and see what we can make out of this. And we'll carry the knight with us. It was a misplay. I should have moved him up first because then I could have gotten Frenzy and put 1 more damage onto these Castigators, but I'm not going to sweat it too much. And we hit the 6 power threshold for bringing in our first band of Liberators. Here they go. And we're all set. He has a chance to put them up on the high ground to be able to protect them, but then the Castigators just finish them off, so we'll see what he wants to do. If he brings his Freya out, then we're going to be looking to use our Hammer Strike against him to knock him into these the fissures and also rend his armor. Ah, they back up. Makes sense. Though my Liberators with the swords still have the reach to catch him. So we bring the Castigators back to the Soul Prison to be able to heal up a little bit. We're going to put Indirect Fire out here because we are advancing to eliminate these Castigators with the sword. They've now been liberated. The Death Ball of units never felt so good. All the armor looking happy. Slide the Incantor around to get Frenzy. We missed these Liberators, but we could have moved up here, but that puts them kind of in the dangerous spot of the enemy Freya, which it's still in a dangerous spot from the enemy Freya, pulling them out with a challenge. It's just not so exposed. I don't think their charge is really going to make a difference here, so we're going to be able to pick up 1 Aether here. And then that opens up this Hammer Slam. Is that the best play we have? It might be. So we'll play for the Hammer Slam right there. These guys, we want to just keep on getting the consistent damage going. We'll take the hill to give the extra guard. And then we want to take care of our Knight and Cantor. Cutting them all the way back through the fissure seems a little bit extreme. I might just back them up back this way. 1 space, 2 spaces. 1 space. And then the new Castigators up here. These consistent knocks into the fissure are getting a little bit annoying. We're gonna pull Freya back to heal up, I guess. Try and pick up as much magic as we can out of this. I want to start building up some aether, which is why I didn't go straight up to the retributors. Yeah, we just bring him down with this. Over here, this does 4, cripples movement. Interesting. Do I want to do that? I think we actually just slide them up and then throw out the indirect fire for whoever ends up camping that spot. Freya needs to advance. Keep the prosecutor with this set of units. And I want to play KG with my Knight and Cantor right now. I'm surprised he has not reached his own Knight and Cantor at this point. He has the level to have them unlocked. So it's not a matter of just missing the unit. It's a matter of choosing not to use it. And that is going to cost him significantly. Okay, this match has pretty much gone to an even state. I've been trading favorably, I feel like. But now it's time to really open up his KG formation with the Purple Sun cast by my Knight and Cantor. This is a living spell, so it stays on the battlefield as long as my Knight and Cantor can hold his focus on it. And it does nasty, nasty stuff. It basically absorbs the health of the enemy units out here. And then, let's see. I want to use Freya to be able to... but then I have to pull him back. And that will activate their Overwatch. This is a messy map. We'll put the damage over here, I think. Okay, so I could advance here, and then I can throw Hammer Slam. This should break things up. And then I'll actually pull her back. Yes, I love that. Freya has Second Nature on her main hand ability, which is why she's able to move after casting it, meaning that she's very positionable. So the only thing I'm worried about here is that my Knight and Cantor is a little bit exposed. He's got an option to be able to push Freya over here, but his Freya is not kitted out for damage. If you execute the Knight and Cantor, then this spell will basically go rogue and it will start attacking anybody indiscriminately. But as long as I have the Knight and Cantor, I can control where it goes. So it only does 1 damage if you directly attack it, and it can be knocked around just like this. But it can move 1 space at my bidding. This is going to be interesting if he does go for sniping the Knight and Cantor right here. How is he going to play this? Is this going to take her out? Oh, she's down! It's a wild, endless spell! Oh, you got it. Okay, so now the spell will go at random. As long as I have my Knight and Cantor around, I can move it 1 space of my choosing. And then you also have this extra ability that it has here. Solar Flare, deal 5 damage, but consume 3 of your own health. And then once it reaches full health. On reaching 19 health, it will explode, dealing 7 damage up to 3 hexes away. Resets the health of the purple sun to the original value. So it absorbs health, capping out, and then causing an explosion. We'll see how wild this gets. He was able to execute my prosecutor out there, which I am really not happy about, but it is what it is. And we're kind of stuck. Are these guys with swords? They're not with swords. These guys are with swords. Yeah, we need to advance to keep the guard going, and then we need these liberators to start coming around. They'll take the high ground. Over here, I could use a flying reposition, but I think I want my magic for other purposes. Oh, it's just so juicy to go straight here instead of the retributors. But they're a danger because of the sun. I don't know if I want to actually damage it or not. I'd probably just back away from it, honestly. We'll fly up here, and then I can reposition these castigators at least a little bit. Try and be able to put some pain. He probably wants to retreat those units anyway, but in case he does not choose to. Yeah, just advance to be able to threaten and not necessarily spend anything. I probably could have used the prosecutor's javelin onto something. There he loses the retributors. The damage. The purple sun. I'm really curious which way it's going to start going. These guys should be okay because they're right next to the soul prison from the absorption. He's going to keep on knocking it around apparently. Well, that'll be interesting. Unfortunately, once it does do a large damage burst, if it's closer to me, that's going to hurt a lot. We're going to slide away from it, not give it that free damage absorption, or health absorption. Advance the liberators into the shield wall, advance Freya onto the high ground. Probably line up this indirect attack. We've got a pretty beautiful hit right here. Get some splash damage going on him. Throw up some protection. And then we're going to put a little bit of a pinch on Freya. At this point with 5 health, he probably wants to look to retreat. I still have the retributors ready to spawn. I'm going to hold them for when I advance Freya a little farther and then generate some more aether this turn. Which, I mean, I don't have too many really expensive spells left. My castigators do have some pretty high power spells to pull out, but enemies have to be in range to be able to get the advantage out of those. No, the purple sun keeps on moving closer. Move the other way. I don't want you. We might have to do some chip damage against it just to keep it from exploding on us. It's gonna tax our abilities. He advances his Freya here. That's a pretty bold move because mine is waiting out here. I think this is where we pounce and we go in for the kill to end this before the spell does some kind of craziness to put him back into the game. So we're gonna slide. Ooh, that's a big play, getting rid of the liberators. We'll see if we have enough damage to carry it all the way out. I think we do from the castigators. We will just need to see how well we can play it here. Okay, so who had the rend? Crippling, that's on movement. I definitely want her to be able to move. This will rend. So we're going to get rid of one of the armors there. We are going to move the prosecutor out of the way. We are then going to advance our Freya. Now she has an armor rend here, but we have to go for the challenge right now. This is going to split her off from the protection from their own prosecutor. We lay in the damage. We pick up the other castigators that haven't fired, taking her down. Oh man. That purple sun was just so chaotic, and then they turned it against us. My opponent actually, I think, played around the purple sun excellently. They, using the knockbacks that the Stormcast have, to be able to push it back into my guys and get the extra ticks of damage because its health absorption activates when a unit enters the aura. So like moving it around, playing soccer with it basically. He was getting an advantage, but then he was too aggressive with Freya and I think got distracted by the sun. Maybe a little bit. Also, I had a few other good plays, being able to eliminate some of his units. Alright, I really want to be able to show off an exploding purple sun. We'll see if we make it. I probably won't like try and force it after this. And all these matches have been against Stormcast Eternals, so sorry for the lack of variety, but that's just what I am getting today on the ladder. With only 3 factions, you know, it's bound to come in waves. We're just gonna keep it rolling up. Now, this does threaten his ping pong kind of plays with the Liberators, throwing them back into my own units. We will try and remember and avoid such circumstances. It's mainly these Liberators that are threatened right now, so full retreat on the Incanter, slide these back to heal. Indirect attack right here. Do I want Freya to pick this up? Freya's in a very interesting spot. If we advance, we eat the indirect fire. If I come around, I'm still so separated. I think we start coming back, honestly. Yeah, we come back with Freya here, and then I will put down these castigators. They can scoot and shoot. That'll just have to be good. All right. It's basically Purple Sun against his army. Otherwise, we've both withdrawn. We want to be able to get in and follow up with our castigators. If we can get Freya up here, that could be a good position, but then again, when your opponent is above you on this map, they just knock you back into the fissures. So there's definitely a risk to advancing over there if their Liberators are in play, which the Liberators are kind of low health. They're bringing advanced hammers. They have really good slams here, actually. Whoa. Hammer slam with the rend on 4 armor. And then this one, hammer slam that heals. No, adjacent allies and rends. Interesting. Well, there's no getting away from me that easily, my friend. I'm sorry, but this is the way it is going to be. I want him to have to move his own Knight Incantor. We'll sling Freya around. I would really like these guys to be able to continue healing. This Soul Prison has so few spaces around it. We'll advance here. Yeah, move these guys into the back so that I can do a forward summon. Something useful. Something fun. More Liberators. Yes. Okay. Trick I learned from my opponent in the previous game is using Etheric Slam on the, oh no. He had that indirect fire already lined up. Can he finish me? He can if he steps out with the Knight Incantor and uses Etheric Slam. That looks like his only way to finish me, though. I don't think... I mean, he's got the range, but if I pull back, he has to really overextend, and then I can collapse on him, being a very squishy lord. I just love this. The Purple Sun is just insane when you spawn it up. Your opponent is like, what am I supposed to do? There's no right answer fighting the Purple Sun. There's really not. Okay, so here's the play. Purple Sun slides over here. He's trying to whittle down its health to keep it from reaching explosion, which is terrible because I want to see it explode. We're going to slide it here and then run the Knight Incantor up, cast Etheric Slam on my own Purple Sun, which will bounce it soccer ball style into his hull formation, draining their health. And then we're going to need to start advancing. He's probably going to turtle up around the Soul Prison until he finds a way to deal with the Purple Sun, but I will be very interested to see how he decides he can deal with it. All right, these guys run back as far as they can. And of course they channel. So where do they channel? They channel over here. Purple Sun advances. Knight Incantor up. Oh, it's not. No! Why can't you cast it on your own? You can cast it on all these other spaces? Fascinating. So I cannot do that. Very disappointed. Normally you can cast the knockback on your own units. I was fully expecting to be able to do so. And because Etheric Slam is a 2-range spell, I felt like you would, knockback unit and summon a fire hazard where they land. If Hex is unoccupied, summon on target Hex instead. Knockback, fire hazard. I thought I'd be able to put it onto the Purple Sun. So here he's getting some free damage onto the Purple Sun. The more damage it takes, like you can dispel it just by damaging it. And it doesn't really do return damage, it only has 1 damage there as you see. The issue is that it will absorb your health at the end of every turn. So he's withdrawing here and he can move faster than it. If I can't kick it towards him, that's still bumming me out that you're not able to do that. All right, this is for science. Don't try this at home, guys. I'm gonna get in here. Nope, Hammer Slam doesn't work on it. Dang it. He'll advance. We did feed it some extra health there. Oh, that's so much damage. You just roll it straight into him. I'm gonna hold right now, though. We're gonna put the Knight Incantor up on the hill. We're gonna put the Castigators up on the hill. I want more Aether. Yeah, advance these. We can get a strong guard going. I need these guys to heal up, so they'll just fall all the way back. Set up an indirect attack on this high ground in case he gets any funny ideas. And then it looks like most of the battle could be happening down here, but I have more summons I can bring into that area. We'll advance them even though they're not full health. These guys, my poor guinea pigs that I ran into the Purple Sun. Well, that's the cost of being one of my units, I guess. Sometimes you have to experiment with souls. I think what's throwing me off is it's that the Night Haunt Chain Rasp Hordes with their like push and pull chain abilities are able to target friendly units. It could be that the Stormcast abilities do not do that. There it is, his Etheric Slam marks on my spell. That's what it is. Very annoyed. Okay, now these guys are gonna have to retreat and heal up. Ooh, it's gonna be a KG match, and he can just keep on knocking it back. It will tax his cooldowns and his aether, but we're at the end game where, I mean, that's gonna be small potatoes for what he's got. We'll just use it as a damage sponge. It'll keep the attention of his units. Ooh, here's a big advancement. That's interesting. Oh, is that the Rend? That's the Rend, right? Ren's 1 armor. Okay, that's not the big one. He had a bigger one. Ren's 4 armor. Which basically means that Freya becomes a normal unit. Killed my own guys. Which way do we go? Straight back the way we came, or the diagonal here? Maybe we go this way this time. Execution. Heal up. Yeah, I'll bring the Incanto around this way. If I can't ping pong my own spell. They have a low chance of doing damage, so we'll do this attack first. 50-50 blocked it. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we take out his Liberators, evening up the unit count. Nice to see. We'll bring the Prosecutor up and summon another one for additional armor. These Liberators... Where do they go? They could also heal up. But I think I will send them around. And then... Protect over there would be inconsequential. Okay. Exploding Purple Sun is seeming farther and farther off, given he has so many tools to be able to keep on batting it away from him. I guess the key then is going to try and keep it from... Oh, he moves in. Okay. Bold play. Does he have the follow-up push to get it into my units? He's gonna regret this. I'm gonna be able to push it right into his face. What's your channel? Channel is on generate power, I believe. Yeah, I think his channel is just on generating power, so he's just trying to play for efficiency. He doesn't really need it. Maybe he wanted to knock it back because the fissure would get the damage on it, but he's gonna hate this. There goes more Liberators. When you have 5 damage Castigators, Stormcast are terrifying. Alright, we're gonna move up here. So his danger is pushing it. He could... I don't even know what he would do now because these guys are almost dead. If he moves here to push it, he will die. I think that means these spaces are free. I'm gonna play a little bit KG though. Damage on the Retributors. Nope. Okay. Slide down. Knight Incantor. Down here. Liberators up 1. I didn't get the Retributors in. It's okay, I'll have enough power to be able to summon them whenever I want. Like right next to Freya. Though this would have been a good spot. Summon them here, and then he either has to throw things into them or fall back farther, and then I can push them up and use their big hammer. Oh, this is the big throw, right? This goes 2 spaces. Yes, that's the big throw. Youch. Oh, there it is, the exploding purple sun. On my own, guys. I played into that basically the whole game, didn't I? I played into that so much. Well, at this point, the onus is on him to attack. He has more units than I do, and he has more health as well. We'll see if we pull things out. I don't know. The fact that we cannot use our knockbacks on the Purple Sun, but they can, means that the spell was an enormous liability. Absolutely wiped us out here. What are these guys doing? Where are they trying to fire? I think they're just trying to reposition. Wear me out with the castigators. We'll see how well that works for them. Ooh. Ooh boy. They're playing into taking a huge Purple Sun hit themselves. Maybe we can still flip things on them. It'll be hilarious if we do. Also, his Lord is all the way up here. Now, it is fast. The Lord's fast, and he can get support from the Palador over here. Meaning he is probably not too worried about being cut off, but maybe he should be. We'll go up here. Use the Storm Slam. Eat it! Eat it! Yes! All my guys need healing. Alright, Purple Sun, do your work. Move towards him, yes! Take him out! This is it! The Rogue Purple Sun for the win! You destroyed 2 units right there. Incredible stuff. Will he be able to get my Retributors? I don't think he has enough damage to pull it off. Okay, now we get to go on the offensive. He needs these guys healthy to be able to ping pong it back at me. That's the one thing we need to watch for here. Another chance to get that kind of knockback against the Purple Sun and him doing it to us. The entire game is about this soccer ball of death. Isn't there a thing in D&D? It's like a black hole, basically. It's a do they call it a black orb or an oblivion orb or something? That's what this is right now. You use like telekinesis to manipulate it, and it's just devastating. So now he can knock it all the way over here, which means these are all no-no zones. I want to be able to make use of the castigators, but what is the right spot to put them? I guess we go over here and then we try and fire over top. Where would he reposition to? He's not going to advance, and I can't reach far enough to like force him off. Okay, this game is wild. Oh yes, the Purple Sun hates him. It hates him. So good. Okay, so his castigators are cut off. Retributors are under the eye of the Purple Sun, and his Lord is, and the other Palador, also cut off from saving these guys by the Purple Sun, and then this Minor Spirit Storm? That's from, I think that's from my own Retributors? Yes. Minor Spirit Storm on enter and exit, which it will trigger wherever the thing that gets knocked back lands on. Okay, so he's pulling these way off. Firing down the line, interesting. These guys channeling as well. Trying to anticipate my advance. Still trying to get the most out of his Lord up top here. If I can just collapse on Lord Aquilor, that's the game. Keeps on trying to bait me in, kill the castigators or go after the Lord. The problem is his Lord is so slippery. Does he have the ability to one-shot my guys? He does 4 damage. That's not enough. Hit him with the harass. The Storm can either go up here or up here. Okay. That gives me a lot of freedom, actually. Just chip away some more damage here. He actually did not heal in between the last time I kind of faced off against his lord. I think he's anticipating me to advance, so I'm going to slide up here. Hopefully that's not horribly miscalculated. All these guys are so low, but I need them. I need them now. Liberators, I call upon you. In Sigmar's name. Yeah, it looks like he was anticipating an advance. Yes, he was. Okay, excellent. I was like, this lineup was in the same direction as where I ended up putting my lord. And he fired just right in front. And the purple sun is just screwing him over, staying right here. It moves at random at this point. Here's the knockback just to get it out of the way. Oh, it's so tiny. It's so tiny as it loses health. No, the purple sun's about gone. Okay, I think it gave me enough. I think it gave me enough to be able to make it out of this. Advancing the castigators. That is a dangerous position to be, so close to Freya here. Yeah, he's gonna move back. Okay, and then he's probably gonna channel either to guard their position or just like throw it up here. Maybe even onto the purple sun. Yeah. The purple sun, no! Going to die. The sun will set. He just wants it gone. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. So what is happening now? It says it's at 1 health here, but it shows 0 health, like no health bar, right? Does it just stay here now? And like if you move next to it, it will come back around? That is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying if that is the case. But I have to make the play for the game right here. So we advance and we challenge the enemy lord. We've dealt with the purple sun, now you have to deal with me. Oh no. You were too distracted. We win after the sun exploded on us. All right, what a crazy chaotic game. Not gonna say that was my best play, but I'm gonna leave it in here because it's just so hilarious. So much going on, way back and forth. The purple sun, you know, tell me in the comments, do you think it helped me or my opponent more? I would love to hear what you guys think. It is definitely a liability, especially up against Stormcast Eternals, with these guys with having so many knockbacks. Being able to just throw the purple sun back into your face, I really paid the price there. I think it killed 3 of my units and cut the health down on the rest of my army. But in the madness, like chaos is a ladder, and we climbed it to be able to snipe the enemy lord in the end. I kind of knew that that was the enemy's weakness all along. He has a lord with such long range that Freya can pull him in, and then he doesn't have much armor to be able to snipe him down. I just never got the good opportunity until the very end there. So that was awesome. So there you guys go. Like if you enjoyed the video, comment on your thoughts all about the purple sun. It is very expensive. It has elements of being a liability, but then its drain can just devastate your opponents at the same time. I am super enjoying playing around with this thing. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.